Hello and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors. And it is exciting times. Final race, the championship, in the balance. Levingston Motors, 41 points clear. Take away double points, we're champions. But because of double points, we're not champions. Same with Engelhardt. If Engelhardt didn't have to worry about double points in this final race, we're champion. He's the champion. In fact, the interviewer thought he was champion, completely forgetting about double points. Technically speaking, anyone from John's daughter above can win this championship because it's 40 points maximum. But I don't think John's daughter can because someone. No, she can. Yeah, because she's only like 10 points behind other people. So Thomas Porter Vananen can win the championship if Engelhardt crashes out. But I think Engelhardt needs 12th or above to guarantee the title. Apart from double points. Apart from the fastest lap. So like 11th position, 10th position is enough for Engelhardt to guarantee the championship. That's assuming Batista wins this race, and he's not won a race all season. So Engelhardt is looking pretty good for the championship, but he cannot crash. He has to get top 10 like he normally does, and he's fine. As for the team chat standings, we should be champions right now. We're 41 points clear. In a normal race, the most points you can get is 20 for winning, 90 for second place, which is 39, and 2 laps, 2 points for fastest lap. That's 41 points. If we get the bottom 2, we still get 3 points. So no one could actually catch us. We right now would be champions in another league, but double points means we're not. Of course, with a 41 point lead, if we have a race that we had before, we're going to win. We'll come in first anyway overall, so it doesn't really matter. But I think a double top 10 finish is enough for the team championship. So we are in good stead. The final race, though, is the Phoenix GP, the American Grand Prix. I typically do pretty poorly in these races. I don't remember what happened last season in this race. But I know from my Joke Shake Racing save from a while ago, I only won this race once because of my gearbox being really good. The rest I do poorly. But I do believe last time there was multiple stops for the other teams. They stopped 3 or 4 times because it is high tyre wear and it is the softer compounds. So I mean, we're using softs and we're probably going for the 2-stop. So it's going to be a race. It's going to be quite hectic. I think people are going to be in places where they shouldn't be. It won't be like their true positions. I don't think we're going to find out where we're going to finish until the last 4 or 5 laps. So it's going to be an interesting race. We could potentially win the title. I mean, barring a crash, we probably will win the title at this point. But if we don't, we can't be too disappointed. I mean, if we don't win it and we lose it by a few points, it is my fault. Because I've cost this team about 15-20 points this season. I mean, other managers have done worse than me, but it's like the portable where I put money into, which was stupid, just stupid. It's not like I made a risk and it went wrong. That was just pure stupidity and pure lack of concentration. That could be enough to lose us the title. But even if we don't win it, I think we can hold our heads high. I mean, we've got the 8th best car on the grid, the 7th best car on the grid. But strategy, weight stripping and all that as well. We finished. We've actually won a race this season. I think we finished second 3 times and third another few times as well. But I think we've, for the most part, had a podium. We have 5 podiums with Engelhardt and another 2 with with Porter. And that Italian Grand Prix, Engelhardt should have won. Of course, it is engine heavy, and that is spec, so this season could be interesting. I mean, it's similar to the Milan GP where it's engine heavy. It's mostly about top speed, and we could have won that race without any mistakes. But then again, I think those types of races Engelhardt does mess up on. if I go to my calendar again, I think this one Engelhardt messed up on. And it's what's gearbox, but engine is there. But you know, engine heavy tracks, 2nd and 4th. Engine heavy tracks, Engelhardt got 4th. Engine useful 7th and 9th, but obviously that was a couple of mistakes from Engelhardt and Port. I think Engelhardt ran right and had dodgy tyres, and Porter had a 6-second mistake in the pits. Belgium, you know, heavy engine critical, 6 for Engelhardt. That will be enough to win the championship. Guildford, engine heavy, 3rd and 8th. That's enough to win the championship. Engine useful in Tondela 1st and 3rd. Engine heavy, Milan 2nd and 7th. Engine useful 2nd and 9th. And it's because I mess up with the strategy a bit. So, you know, we've had a good season, regardless of what happens here. But if it wasn't for double points, we're champions. So if we do lose it, it's going to be disappointing. Yeah, 10th or above. I'm losing more money now because I've hired some new staff for my pit crew, which I actually did at the end of the last session. Yeah, pit crew, I think the mistake chance should be like 0.3 at highest, 0.4. I think that's the best I can do. I could lower it by 0.1%, but I think if they're going to make a mistake, they're going to make a mistake. It doesn't matter what I do there. I like how practice is twice the temperature of the race, and even though it's like, 2-day difference, and that one's pure sunny. Of course, no rain, so it's going to be pure racing. Yeah, Engelhardt's back down to -7% at -2, which is rather annoying. That might be why Porter lost morale last time, because this result didn't counteract his -12% there, which is really annoying. In fact, because of that morale, I actually for this one I chose deal with it, so his morale will go up. But it does mean he has not got super overtake mode, I think, unless he got it back. No, he didn't, but this race will get it anyway. Because, of course, next season, if we're in this league, it is... I need to renew their contracts. It is qualifying, and super overtake mode can be used for that. So that can help with qualifying if we're in this league next season. I'll sort these guys out, I think, after this race. So parts are the same. We're off to America to try and win the European Racing Series on our home track. Of course, I'm British in real life, but Levingston Motors, led by the Levingston family, are in America. The Levingston dynasty, whatever you want to call them, are all born in San Jose, if anyone's curious, California. How they're all related, obviously there's Bubba Levingston in Madden, there's Marcus Levingston here, I don't know yet. You can decide. We'll be going on the softs. This is practice though, so I will see you for the actual race. That is the end of the final practice session for this season. I think Engelhardt sets up is 97%, Porter's is on 96%. Engelhardt, the only driver to get under 1 minute 1 second there, beating his teammate by 0.2 of a second. Of course, everybody else miles behind because they've been pushing. Thomas coming 5th, which isn't great for us. But what's good news is that D'Oster, the closest opponent for Engelhardt, came down in 17th. And Engelhardt set some very fast Sector 1 times. He was always improving on it for the most part, apart from the last one where I wasn't pushing with him. So, Vexala, 8th and 10th. I think Silver, the other one, and they were 12th and 19th. So, if practice is anything to go by, we're going to take this title pretty easily because our two closest rivals, Vexala and Silver, haven't had great practice sessions. And if teams did the 3-slot strategy, I think they did last time. I didn't check, but I think they did. If they do that, they're going to suffer because that pit lane is long as hell. And it's going to be a lot closer this time. So tyre wear, I mean, this track is bad for tyre wear. You know, imagine the tyre wear could get us a lot of positions this year. It is our own Grand Prix. We can win the title. I mean, with a 41-point gap, even with the double points, we should win the league title. We better do it. Oh my! If we lose it now, I'm gonna be pissed because right now, without double points, we're champions. This race is pointless. But no, we've got to make the last race exciting. Of course, at some point, I might benefit from double points. You never know. But I never really liked it. I was tempted to lower these down a bit more because there were nowhere close to the red zone like the last few races, based on the average wear. But this is working at the minute. There's no real point in taking a risk now. It's not in our best interest, I don't think. We don't need to win the race. We need to come like mid-table. And this car with the weight stripping will be mid-table at least. I mean, I think the brakes are developed a 6th, and they're like 350. So 411 brakes is going to be probably breaking the top 5. And gearbox in the mid 400s. Yeah, I mean these are like 5th or 6th best brakes on the grid. So we've got like an average car now. I mean, this might be a bit above average, but this one's probably average with the weight stripping involved. Light-footed, definitely, because we need long stints. Race trim and nurse. His smoothness is better anyway, of course. So, yeah, 97% for Engelhardt. I did save it, I believe. Or is it? Is it sort of by date? Yeah, there it is. And that's today. That's not today. I think that's in date. That's the in-game date. But we need softs, not supers. Supers go 8 to 10. And it's 29 lap races. So if you're doing supers, it's 3 stints. You can't push like at all. You have to conserve the entire time for them to last. The softs will let us push. And I think Porter's pitting first. I mean, there's no way him on the supers is going to last 6, 12, 18, 24. That's like 4 stopping, which we're not doing. So I'll leave him with both of them on full tank so they can push. We will need to manage our tyre work, so we want a 2-stop. I get the feeling with how this track goes, others will be 3-stopping. So, if we can play the long game, we might do alright. The danger is that we're going to have to push our tyres quite hard at times because of the temperatures. I think the Black Sea was that low, and I think we had issues with the softs there as well, with Porter. So, they might have been the mediums actually. I think they were the mediums. I don't remember now. Even though for me that was 2 hours ago. Not even that, it was the last race. It was like an hour ago. Not even that really, but whatever. So weight stripping is set. Everyone's pushing. We're on softs. Knowledge is right. Let's go and win a league title, boys! So these are on the supers. These will have to pit again. Most people on the supers. Diosta's on the softs. Batista's on the softs. I didn't see where Batista came actually. Jones is... What's up with the Jones? Have I just completely missed it? Oh, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas has actually dropped behind Porter now. It's Batista in second. But Thomas has gone for the... So anyone from the 8th row to the 10th row can win a title. The Drivers' Championship. But Engelhardt has a good lead. So if he finishes this race, he should do alright. He should win it. I hope he wins it because it gives me marketability. It's the final race of the season. People are backing up already. It's 5 red lights for the American Grand Prix. Porter off to a bad start, holding everyone behind him. Thomas wasn't much better. People are backing up, so people are going to catch up. Who the hell is that? Mello in the Garuda run right. How did he do that? How can he run wide on a track this big? I don't know how he's cocked that up, but he's cocked it up. Unfortunately, it's a Garuda, so we don't really care about that. Oh, his son caught up. Because of the train will always slow down. There shouldn't be any rain. Indeed, there won't be. We're behind Thomas here. Porter's wide, setting the fastest Sector 2 time. Porter with that +4 to everything on the first lap. Sets the fastest lap so far. That is good news for us, because that's 4 points. Porter ahead of Lamb, who we are fighting in the constructors. Engelhardt up into 18th, getting past Batista. But people are mostly conserving, so I'll just push for now. Porter drops because I stopped pushing with him, but he's going to try and take it back. But he can't do it, there's too many people about. That is Batista overtaking Engelhardt. I'll let him attack for now again. We have got the tyre wear to do it. They are pretty short laps. Engelhardt into 16th, Porter back into 10th. Where is D'Oster? 12th. As things stand, Engelhardt's winning the drivers, and we're winning the league title. But of course, it's only the first set of laps. See, the guys ahead aren't even pushing on, because they're on the supers. Their tyre wear's as bad as mine. Wow, where the hell's D'Oster just come from? Piss off, D'Oster. Yeah, get him, Porter. Engelhardt trying to get past Chu. Because if they're on the supers and not pushing, they're gonna they might struggle with heating. To be fair. Porter into 7th for now. Rogers and the Archer trying to get past, and he will do so. Temporarily, at least. Engelhardt is side by side with D'Oster and takes him. Engelhardt wanting that Drivers' Championship. This is a great setup. Even 13th is good enough for Engelhardt to win at the minute. Porter into 6th, temporarily, against the Firebird. It's Levingston Motors and the Firebirds fighting each other. We've got plenty of tyre wear, actually. See, people are pitting already. 6 laps in is what? 25 laps to go? 23? 23 laps to go. And it's 11 laps of fuel. So they're pitting too early, if they're pitting now. People pitting now are making a mistake. Evans is pretty much out the race. You know, Gerard is. You know, is anyone else pitting? Rogers is out the race. Thomas is out the race. Are either of the Silvers pitting? Because if they do, they're out the race. This is what I mean. Some people are gonna pit too early. I don't see the need for it either. The tyre wear's fine. The fuel should be fine. Porter into 6th. So they're 3 stopping, which is a mistake. It is cloudy for now, but no rain. It is Phoenix. See, 22 laps to go. I'm pretty sure it's too early. So I think plenty of people are 3 stopping here. And let's want to calm it down a bit. His tower is a bit bad. Yeah, but it's not awful. What do we need? Like 8-9 lap stints. Gorg has to pit this lap, otherwise he's going to run out. He's already run out of tyre wear, 20%. We've barely lost any condition. Porter will Engelhardt will pit first. Yeah, shut up. Going normal with Porter will calm his tyres down. We'll cool them down. It's finally pitting. Engelhardt's going to get ahead of Gerard. Hang on. Tyres change 10 to 12. Engelhardt's had a lot of mistakes lately in the pits. And we're out. Engelhardt has dropped into 17th. Gorg has gone. Is that a fire in the pits? That's a fire in the pits. I think. So yeah, with how long the pit stop is, you just don't know where you are. Although I think they've had a mistake in the pits, because we're going to come out ahead. Is that D'Oster? We're out in 9th, people are yet to stop. That is D'Oster, and Engelhardt's actually come out ahead of him as well. So at the minute we're like 5th and 6th, but I think Santa Ana's pitting a few more times as well. With how they're looking. $19 laps to go. We're going to overtake everyone coming out the pits with both drivers. So at the minute we're 6th and 7th with Batista and Antonov still to pit. I think with how things is looking, that's first place right there. In Thomas. I know Tyro isn't great. Engelhardt fighting Porter, the teammate. I'm tempted to let him by, but I don't think I will. We're catching El Sadat here. Porter gets by, Engelhardt does not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure second place is actually first at the minute. Engelhardt actually drops position to D'Oster of all people. Because he can't get past El Sadat. He's making a move on El Sadat and D'Oster at the same time. And he makes it stick. Well, the tyre temps aren't great, so D'Oster might take this spot. Although his tyre wear is really bad, to say he's only pitted. I think same time as us. So at the minute, I think we're 2nd and 3rd. I do believe we're 2nd and 3rd. I'm pretty. El Santana's pitting 2 more times. She's 3-stopping this race. And Thomas is not got great tyre wear. If I can get by her, I can start saving my tyres a bit. Because normal's enough for it to cool down. I'm gonna let Evan Porter keep pushing. Despite the tyre heating, so we can actually try and get into first position here. Although she's starting to pull away, she's starting to push, but she's overtaken as well. So she's going to have to pit before us anyway, and she might have to pit again after that. With 12 laps of fuel, you have to pit on lap, 18 to finish the race, but then you can't push. So we need to pit at least on lap 18. I'm actually going to call it for now, actually. Yeah, Santana's pitted, but she's going to have to pit again. There's not enough... fuel in her car. So that's first place. And she's pitting now, so at the minute we are in first and second. And she's going to run out of fuel. She needs to pit again. Thomas is coming too early. Because 12 laps now, she's got, 14 laps to do. So she's pitted too early. We're first and second. So we'll take it easy for now to make sure our cars will be able to come into the pits when they need to, and not too early here. Although I will push if Diosta gets too close. But in a minute we're on a 1-2. Which in bad said, this is the American Grand Prix. Yeah, someone's in with a repair, that's true, we don't really care about that. That's a very early repair. What do you mean your parts are getting pretty worn? They're fine, his suspension's a little low for this part in the race, but it's not terrible. We actually are conserving and gaining on first position. We actually like pulling away with Porter. Right. Engelhardt needs to pit. We'll put in a fuel set of fuel so we can actually push with his engine. So actually, attack, overtake. Fend off the Yosta. I was probably pitting the same lap as Porter, actually. You can overtake as well. No point in overfueling him because he can't really push after this because his park condition's a bit crap with his suspension. So we need to get one more lap out. Oh, actually, no, that lasted fine. No mistakes. He's at 15 now, so he is losing a bit of performance, but Diosta's there. Let's see where Engelhardt comes out on. Everyone's in the pits. Mistake on the fucking refuel! And we're behind the Diosta! Motherfuckers! 3-second mistake has just cost us the lead. Oh my fucking god. You know what? Attack. I want the Diosta in my... We had the lead and we've just lost it. Cheers. 0.4 mistake chance for the highest. Still a fucking mistake. I hate that pit crew. It's ridiculous. There was literally nothing I could do about that mistake. It was just a case of, well, we're going to make a mistake. Oh, it doesn't really matter because we're easily gonna win, but he's pulling away with the lead. We'll go on normal with the Hengel out for now to save that tyre wear, I think. Yeah, if they have to push us too much, we'll just he'll run out of tyre wear. Nick, true, I'm mad. I think that's the second time he's done that. Right. We need to watch out for Elsa Dart, who's always pushing like a madman. If we're lucky, Diasta will have some sort of issue. Engelhardt will attack. That's annoying me, that. We could have the win. We should have the win right now. I mean, Diasta's not really pulling away too bad to say he's actually attacking. Attacking with his tyres, conserving his engine now. We have got excess fuel. He is conserving now. 4 laps to go. We'll give it a bash to try and get ahead of him. I will try. You've been stuck behind your Levingston Motors car. Well, duh. It's your teammate. We are catching. And he's conserved now. Might have pushed too hard. Oops. That's fine. Let your teammate through. He's going to take it. Go for it, Engelhardt. I think his tire's going to give him out anyway, like, but... Well, we could have our first, but our pit crew once again screw us over. But it is a double podium. It's second and third. We've won the drivers. We've won the league. We're champions. But we should have had the win on our home Grand Prix. We got robbed. I hate the pit crew in this game. Like, they made a mistake when I couldn't do anything about it. And it's just pure RNG. There's no need. Same with form. Like, literally, Diosa's form went from 3 to 5.8 for no real reason. It's ridiculous, but a W podium to end it. Can't really complain, but we should have our first and third there. We did get robbed. But what you gonna do? If the game's gonna screw you over, it's gonna screw you over. Who got fastest lap? The last one I saw was Porter. I didn't see that change throughout the race, but I wasn't paying attention. If Fiesta was to get a rule break... No, also that Andre Fiesta did though. It was actually Porter setting the fastest lap. So, we'll be keen on everybody there. Because they got, what, 74 points. We got 76. So Firewood and Levingston Motors taking the top taking the top spots. Silver taking 5th and 6th. So the top 3 teams got the top 6 spots. You know, 2 for each, 2 for each team. Could have gone for the big better sponsor, but I like how Gog didn't finish the race because of a fire. Still gets 19th position after an 8th place demotion on Alex Rogers. Ouch. We can't cap it off with a win. Yeah, we could have, but our pick will let us down. But there it is, the winner of the Drivers' Championship, Falco Engelhardt. Just in second. Porter finishing fourth in the end. A strong end for him. A very strong end to the season for him. I wonder if that coincided with his new gearbox. You know, Engelhardt's older one, I think it was, or the one where it was, I say, was Engelhardt's. Maybe it did. But there you go. We actually gained even more points on the championship there. After 11 rounds, your champions, Levingston Motors. The miracle is complete. One of the worst cars on the grid, but we have the best drivers with a good crew. That is enough to win the championship. 2018 European champions, Levingston Motors. Whoever made that mistake is getting fired, because that cost us a win on our own Grand Prix. I'd rather not. I bet it was the bloody new game as well. Reigning European Racing Series champion. Marketability plus 20. We're coming first. There it is, boys. The 2018 European Racing Series driving champion. Falco Engelhardt didn't win a single race, but got 6 podiums out of 11. And the team winners, Levingston Motors. Starting this season, I knew we'd do well with the engine specs and our good drivers. I didn't think I'd do this well. I didn't think I'd actually win this championship. 12.5 million is the same for everybody, unfortunately. Although high merit payments is coming in next season. So who made the mistake? Sophia. Congratulations on securing the European Racing Series title. What was the secret? Mostly our drivers. Pretty much. Quick review. It was Sophia, so she's fired. What's the stats? 13 and 9. Well, he's fired. 13 and 9. That was actually one of our better ones. Is that this mistake chance is pointless? Because if they make a mistake, the stamina goes way down. It just happens anyway. It's irrelevant. It's complete luck. It is just complete luck. I don't know if this actually factors into next season or not, but... No 0.8. Yeah, I hate the pit crew system. It's horrible. It's pure luck. Marcus, I just can't thank you enough for giving me such an amazing car this season. I'm the European Racing Series champion, and it feels incredible. Thank you so much. Let's keep this going next year. So that's for 50 weeks. So our sponsorship marketability is, well, with the team, marketability 100% as well. We can get 5-star sponsors if we get the helipad, but we need to improve our factory first. I'm not actually scouted any staff. Whoopsie daisy. Should have done that this season. It's our designer we need to look at. You want engine and gearbox, is what you want. Engine and gearbox. Everything else I don't really care about. No condition lost on first race. Okay. He's interested. How much does he want? 68,000 a race. We'll try and pay in the same as that guy. They've just offered me that sign on free. I think our mechanics are fine though. I know. Is it you that has the nurse? But yeah, you're getting the new contract. Easy. Yeah, first up with $6,000 because that'll give him a smiley face. We'll give him smaller eyes, and the other guy has. The other mechanic is also decent-ish and does have the soft tyre, which I can use with Porter. There we go. Prize money. Marcus Levingston better be the manager of the year. Batista gets it, even though Engelhardt wins the championship with a bad car. Are you serious? We'll get the prize money. And I'm going to have to leave it here. I don't know whether to actually accept this. I think I will for the sake of it. But we're not going to have a creative season. What's the rules? I might cheese this. I mean, is the prize money the same? It's 11 races, so there's no more costs involved. What's the prize money at? High merit payments. And the last place bonus payments next year. And it's the Black Sea's been added. I think Ozu won now, right? Actually, who was it? Kruger last year? Who won last year's championship? What you've got to ask yourself is, can we stay in this league? I mean, if the objective I get is 10th, then I might as well take it. Because I'll probably still get more money than this league, or about the same at most, at worst. And if we get relegated, we'll get a better car. So I might... Yeah, I think I am going to take it, but I mean, how many drivers get points in that thing? Points for the top 6. See, actually, I think it was Locatelli that was in our league. I think Locatelli and Kruger are the ones that have been in our league. Realistically, we will need to do well in the first 2 or 3 races with that nurse perking up for the best. Is what we're going to have to do, I think. Is there any spec parts? Spec engines. The engines are spec. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. Because with the chairman payments, but yeah, I think I will actually. And just hope 10th is an objective, because if it is, if I can set 10th as my objective, then, well, we're fine. Because we'll just get relegated at worst and get a better car than we would have by developing it next season. But it's yet to be seen. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Let's Play Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.